A point of speculation on the San Francisco roster has been the quarterback position this offseason, with Brock Purdy rehabbing. And with Brock Purdy rehabbing, many people look to Trey Lance and Sam Darnold for the potential Week 1 starter. And many people have come out of the woodworks and supported Sam Darnold, saying, don't be surprised if Darnold, not Lance, would be the Week 1 starter. But for me, I don't think Trey Lance should be slept on like this. Trey Lance has put in a ton of work this offseason, and one of the biggest changes and most impactful changes he made was changing his throwing coach to Jeff Christensen. And that's the same throwing coach as Jimmy Garoppolo, but probably more importantly, Patrick Mahomes. And Patrick Mahomes and Trey Lance were working out together this offseason, and there was some big news coming out from these sessions. One of the biggest things coming out of this session is what Patrick Mahomes thinks of Trey Lance, and according to Jeff Christensen, Patrick Mahomes thinks the world of Lance. Furthermore, from recent reports, it appears that Mahomes was instrumental in Trey Lance making substantial jumps in his throwing motion, because he was able to sit back and watch what one of the most talented, probably the best quarterback in the entire NFL right now is doing. And that allowed Trey Lance to truly buy in and get over a mental hump. And that proved to be fruitful for Trey Lance. During the start of throwing with Jeff Christensen, after a couple days, Trey Lance would need to rest his arm and ice it and really take a day off. But towards the end, Trey Lance was able to throw 150 balls and the very next day not be sore at all. A big portion of Trey Lance's work has to be changing his throwing motion from an arm thrower to more of a lower body thrower. This will do a couple things. First, it's going to reduce injury risk. Having to ice your arm after throwing a bunch is not ideal and is an indicator of poor mechanics. But with this issue fixed, Trey Lance should have improved accuracy, less chance of injury, and more power. Jeff Christensen also said that right now, Trey Lance is 25% ahead of progress where he'd expect him to be. Also, he said that Trey Lance should be able to do incredible things in Kyle Shanahan's offense. Furthermore, this whole entire offseason has been about how much the Niners are enjoying what they've seen in Lance. The biggest thing came out when they've actually came back and pushed on a report of Ian Rappaport saying that don't be surprised if Sam Darnold starts Week 1. The Niners came out and said, whoa, don't count out Trey Lance. Also, Trey Lance has gotten a high praise from Kyle Shanahan, with his throwing motion being much improved, and Kyle Shanahan mentioning it, saying it's the best he's ever looked. Trey Lance ultimately shouldn't be slept on like this. He's in one of the most quarterback-friendly systems, and he's one of the most gifted quarterbacks to come out of the draft in a long time. He could easily fulfill his potential and be the next Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes. Those are just my thoughts on why Trey Lance and the San Francisco 49ers should not be slept on like this. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. It would also mean a ton if you liked and subscribed. Thank you guys so much for watching.